So you can see I'm still drilling, but this outer ring isn't moving. Hey guys, Brad here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a tool that I use all the time when I'm installing cabinetry. This has been around a really long time, and I think it's something that it just takes your quality level up a notch or two or three even. This is by Fastcap, and this is a flush screw bit. And I'm going to kind of elaborate on that a whole bunch here. Before I get into that, make sure you subscribe, hit that notify bell, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video or any of our content, because it definitely helps out our channel. So the idea behind this is it uses a countersink bit with this very unique system here to drill holes so that when you're mounting your cabinets, you can use these little tiny sticky screw covers. So this is sort of my cabinetry box that I use, and Fastcap has all these different types of caps that you can cover. These are all adhesive caps, all right? You can get maple, you can get walnut, you can get melamines, you know, all kinds of stuff. You can make your own even. So it's a very, very cool line of product that Fastcap has, and I use it quite often when I'm doing cabinetry. So the idea is, you know, to use these types of screws as well. And they are expensive, but I find that they're just really, really worth it. So these are a 3-inch screw, and they're designed by Fastcap, and they've got a really, really flat head on it. Use a Robertson bit, number 2, to drive these in. And this is just a hair smaller than these little adhesive caps, okay? So here's a cap, and they can stick right on. So that kind of gives you an idea where I'm going with this. All right, now take that guy off. The way this works essentially is you can adjust your overall depth of countersink, and the way that's done is this little plastic, well, this part's metal, but it's got a plastic set screw, and this collar adjusts in and out on this bit. So I'm going to take this collar right off so maybe you understand a little bit better if you're not familiar with this tool. So we've got the bit, we've got the countersink, and then we've got some really fine threads here. And this plastic set screw is setting on these threads. All right. So we screw this on. And for starters, when you're kind of trying to figure out your depth, because I'm using these screws, I just set the screw right on this plate, and I can kind of see that I'm pretty much flush. So I'll just go a hair deeper, and you just turn this, because you got to make room for the cap, and then you just lock it in place. And that's how you set this. So the idea is when you drill this in, as soon as you hit the cabinet, this piece right here stops turning. So we're turning like this, we hit the cabinet, and then it stops turning, but the inside keeps turning, okay? So the outside collar stops, the inside keeps going. So that allows us to kind of countersink this. Sometimes if you're using soft materials, you might want to hold this with your hand. That's a little tip, because this could mar your product. So just be aware of it. You might want to hold this. And also, when you're creating the wood chips in the beginning, blow it out so that it doesn't kind of gum up the area and slow you down. Now, if you're doing a cabinet that's sort of vertical, then the wood chips are going to fall out. But for this demonstration, we're doing it on the flat, so the wood chips aren't really going to blow out on their own. So let's drill a hole, and I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about here. All right, so let's just say we need to put a screw right here. So you can see I'm still drilling, but this outer ring isn't moving. Okay. So now you can see I've made this countersink, and I've got a hole for my screw, so I can easily screw this right in. Now I'm not going to do it because this shank doesn't have any threads on it, and I'm only using 3/4 inch material, and that's about an inch of smooth shank, so it's not really going to set in there. But you get the idea. You put the screw in, and you don't even have to use this screw. You could use a regular, 3-inch, 2.5-inch, whatever you're using, Robertson, so with a smaller head. That would be totally fine. And then you want to grab your self-adhesive little Fastcap. Now this is just painted MDF, so it's not going to look as good as it would on a melamine cabinet, but you just stick your Fastcap in there, and that's it. Now this hole's a little deep, obviously, but you get the idea. It's better than just going like that on the surface. This way you get it flush. So I'm going to drill another hole just so you guys see it a little bit more flush than that, because that's a little bit sunken. So we just want to adjust. Okay, let's drill another hole. So in this case, yeah, it might not even be deep enough, but we'll give it a try. So typically you want to practice this before you go to your actual cabinet and set that in there. Now that's nice and flush. Now they do make some waxes and things you can get to sort of clean that edge up and make it just look really, really professional. The other thing that's nice too is you can get wood grain Fastcaps. So if you're doing some hardwood type of work, you could be, doing it on even on a railing, and you want to put a plug in there. Typically, I would recommend a different type of plug for this application, but anything hardwood related, mostly cabinetry, you can sand that Fastcap. So you can fill it, you can sand it, you can stain it, which is really, really nice. You don't have to just buy like these brown plastic ones, okay? You can actually get a wood grain. These are wood right here. These are actual veneers with adhesive on the back. And we can stain this to match our product perfectly. So I really, really do love this system. We'll leave links down below, if we can find them, so you can pick them up if you want. But I think this, when I started using this years and years and years ago, it just really took my cabinet game up a whole nother level. So there we go. And they also give you some extra pieces with it. They give you like an extra drill bit. They give you an extra set screw, and you can always buy more as well. They give you a little Allen key. So Fastcap's definitely premium up there. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. Subscribe, hit that notify bell. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Till next time, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.